Hey everyone, it's Nerf Boy Productions here. Today I want to give you guys my top 5 modified Nerf guns. Today I am shooting this video in my office, and if you guys can tell, it's looking a little bare on the walls. That's because this is where I keep all my modified blasters, in this hanger, and a lot of them are off the walls down below, and I'm going to show them one by one, starting from my 5th place to my first ultimate favorite modified blasters that I have. I've been into Nerf and collecting Nerf blasters for about 7 years now, so over that time I have got a lot of stuff, believe me. All the things I'm going to show you guys today are both creations that I've made that mean the most to me and are also the most powerful and just OP blasters that I have. For this, I am disregarding one gun that I made that was actually a propane cannon that could shoot anything you threw in it, mainly Nerf darts. Needless to say, I have a big scar on my chin because of it. I'm going to make a video on that in the summer when I actually fine-tune it and make it safe, and I'm going to have a full video about it, but I'm going to disregard that, but it does exist. Okay, so now on to the blasters. So starting off for number 5, keep in mind this isn't last place, this is out of all mine, the top 5th. So for number 5 I have this blaster right here. This is my modified Titan, and one of the reasons it made 5th is because I built it. It's one of the first big mods I did with my dad. So this is a Titan, if you guys have seen it. They have these missiles that you throw on, and you pump it up a lot and you fire the missile. Pretty cool. That's how it comes stock, and I basically built this thing with a coupler and this, which actually has a sticker on it, which says Modified by Nerf Boy Productions. That is my very old channel logo right there, and a great example of how old this thing is. But basically, this is like something for a sprinkler, I'm pretty sure. A tube right there, you can see how it all connects there. Pretty crazy, forget what all went into it, but you basically slide it over. It's a perfect seal, like perfect seal. You slide it over and you slam it down, or just friction fit it. And just from the friction, it'll like never come off. And I have a video for this blaster in the description below, as well as every single blaster mentioned today. So, that's this. You can do it like this, whatever. And basically what this does is it converts all that air pressure that goes into this bladder, fires this big missile. And it needs a lot of air to lob a missile. So I took all that air and it basically compresses it down into the size of a chamber for one dart. You put in one elite dart and you can shoot it like over 100 feet, which is pretty good for considering how old this thing is. And although it's not very accurate because it's very powerful, it's just kind of cool. It's something that I made. And you do have to pump this thing up like 15 to 20 times to take one shot. So in that regard, it's the most powerful single shot I have. But at the same time, I also built this, which is my custom Big Bad Bow. It's got basically this whole part taken off the front, very basic mod. I actually don't know where it is, I misplaced it right now, but there's a rod that you just jam in the end, and it's a coupler for darts. So basically, right now, this can fit the normal arrows, and you put it on, and then you can fit normal darts. And those, basically, all you have to do, pull this back, put in a dart, and you got a single shot to go. Although it's not as powerful, it's much, much faster and still very powerful. Whereas this one's even more OP, but it takes longer to load. So those are kind of like a 2-in-1. I built them at the same time, but a video to the Titan in my description below. Okay, now on to number 4. This was the longest Nerf sniper rifle ever made, and this is it. Hard to capture in the frame. It's got this awesome sniper barrel on the end. It's a long shot at the base. It's got 2 6-dart clips in it that I made when I was like 10 years old. Pretty cool. It's actually kind of gold. You can't tell, but it's got the long shot scope, and it's got an Explorer pump grip on it. So before it had the bipod pieces, but I put on a pump grip, which makes it way cooler. It's loud, pretty accurate, and actually shoots really far even with the barrel on. But of course, this whole barrel unit can come off as well, and then you're just left with the base blaster as a long shot. A very powerful modified long shot. Just like the Titan, there is a video in the description below for this blaster. Go ahead and check it out. This next gun comes in at number 3, and it's actually got 2 videos of its own. It's got one where I demo it off for you guys, and it also is featured in Nerf Boy vs. the Wild, an awesome film that I made with a couple friends, and that is the modified unnamed Rampage. So I've actually never named this thing. When I made a video for it, I said post in the comments what you guys, some cool names, just so I can come up with one. And I never really came up with one. So, I mean, Wild Fury, whatever corny name you can think of. I mean, it was in Nerf Boy versus the Wild, so that's what I associated with the most. But it's got some upgrades, actually, since the last video. You can check both of those out, of course, in the description, like I've been saying. But it's got this on it, which has its own video as well. This is the custom-made Nerf Boy Rampage grip attachment thing that holds a triad inside. So you can prime your triad, take 3 shots out there, and that also doubles as the pump for the rest of the Rampage. I've got a Raider stock on here that's collapsible. This is the modulus scope that comes with the ECS-10. And this is just an 18-round stick mag. It looks kind of big out the front, but when you're actually holding it, it doesn't really stick out much past your shoulder does. So maybe a little bit, but it works. And I mean, clips don't really matter. That's not normally what I put in it. I put in whatever I've got. But overall, this is a pretty powerful Rampage with the custom grip that someone made for me. Very awesome. And it looks awesome. I took a lot of time doing this paint job, which is pretty pristine. I just overall really like this gun. Okay, up next, we've got this. Now, at base, this is the Dredmor. I have a video on this in the description, and it's actually a modified Strife. It's one of the coolest modified Strifes I've ever seen. I did not make this, but I do love it. It's got replaced flywheels and motors inside with these Nerf discs over top, which is pretty cool. Inside here, there's a spot for 2 AAA batteries with a black light there that can actually charge up the glow-in-the-dark Nerf darts and fire those. There's 2 switches here, one for the lights, which you can turn on and off, and one for a voltmeter on the back, which is really cool, so you can see what power you're putting out. Other than that, pretty much all stock. It's got truss fires in it. I run a 15-round banana mag, the half opaque, half transparent ones. I've got the Retaliator stock on the back because I also throw on this red dot, which comes with the modulus. And when you do that, by the time you raise it up, you're in perfect line with the red dot. And then also it's got a hole in the back, so you can still see your voltmeter, which is pretty cool. And then I throw on this, I think it comes with the stealth kit, but it's the modulus suppressor barrel. And this is the folding grip that comes with the ECS-10. Or does it come with an upgrade? I don't know. But that's what I do. It's pretty cool. You can fold that up, of course, so you can just under the shoulder throw it up. Definitely a very cool looking blaster, and I think I featured this in the best Nerf guns for killing zombies, the second one, the new one I made, and it also has its own video. So now, for the number 1, the big Kahuna. This blaster, funny thing about it is I don't actually have it on me. It's at my cottage right now where I shot my last Nerf war. If you haven't seen it, Winter Heist is very, very cool. I recommend you check it out. In fact, I'm shooting part 2, and right now it's left at my cottage because I'm coming back to it. But I didn't take all those blasters home because I figured I'd be using them again on set pretty soon. So, wink wink. So, that's where it is right now at my cottage. But it is the Canadian Trooper. This is the Canadian Trooper 1.0. I'm talking about the 2.0. So this is the first one I made. This has its own video, the 1.0. I just threw in the 12 Dart Star Wars magazine. Not like it matters or anything, but paint job on this is really rough, but it does have all the Orange Modworks stuff, and because it's pretty, I think it's the same Orange Modworks kit, it pretty much performs the same. So performance is great in this thing. All the locks are removed on it, and it's just overall really powerful. Now, like I said, this is the pretty crappy paint job, but it's got the Orange Modworks sticker there right where you go over, so pretty stupid design. If you want to see a video of the Alpha Trooper 2.0, the Canadian Trooper 2.0, link in the description. And that's a pretty new video that I just finished up. It's basically the second version of this. Both very cool blasters, and I just happen to love them a lot. So those are my top 5 modified Nerf blasters, and it was hard. A lot of these you'll find I actually made, and I have some part of like this emotional connection with them. There's a lot of blasters I have that are still like, that are really powerful and stuff, but I don't have that personal connection with them, you know? So all these blasters here are pretty cool, to me at least, my favorite. Alright, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you want to see next week. Something I haven't done maybe. If there's any suggestions, like stuff I haven't done that you've thought of, let me know in the comments below. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe because I have new videos every single Saturday. Also, if you missed it in the last video, at the very end, I mentioned that my merch is now available. I'm going to be adding more very soon to the catalog, but right now, you can grab wristbands. You can get the Nerf Boy Productions ones in white gray, and also in a blue, and you can also get my secondary channel, Adam Bryce Vlogs. I have a wristband for that as well, which you can get in the black and white, or you can buy a bundle of 3 for a discount price. All that stuff is in the description below at adambryce.com. Very simple. Feel free to check it out. If you're an awesome fan, you want to support me, that's a great way. And you also get to rock some sweet wristbands. Alright, that's all I've got for you guys this week. Hope you enjoy. You know what to do. As always, this was Nerf Boy Productions, signing off.